Hell yeah.
Yo, Cuts by Reggie, back with another video, right? If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, comment, like the videos if you do. If you dislike them, there's a thumbs down button. Comment, share, all the stuff that comes along with being on YouTube. So, I haven't done one of these in a little bit. So today, well actually, I won't say, anyway, I haven't done one of these in a little bit, right? So we're gonna do, I guess a comparison video. What's it? Got something on my? We're gonna do a comparison video today. Right? And what we have today is two products, but from the same company. Because if you know me, you know that, which these are still here. These are my favorite trimmers, right? And they have kind of been pushed to the back, but I will always keep me one or two really close by, right? And that is the Andis T Outliners, if you didn't know, right? But in the world of cordless, we have been introduced to different things, different items. Different companies are trying new things with blades, with motors, with builds, and everything. But as I have entered into the world of cordless trimmers more myself, I feel like Babyliss is one of the best at making trimmers, right? Or not the best at making them, but they have become my favorite trimmers. So today, we're going to be comparing the two newest trimmers from Babyliss, which is the Low Pro FX, the trimmer, and then the Babyliss FX3 trimmer, right? Both of these have been on my station for a while. Of course, I had the Low Pros for a little bit and loved them, right? Bought the FX3s, loved them. If y'all watch my trimmers of the year from last year, at the end of the year, I named the Babyliss FX3 trimmer of the year. But I also said in that video that there will be a contender. But that contender comes from Babyliss. So technically it's a win-win for them. They can't go wrong, right? So first, we're gonna start with packaging. The one thing everybody loves but hate when I talk about, right? So the reason I like to talk about package, like I said, and I don't wanna always have to explain why I talk about the packaging, but I do like the packaging. The packaging is part of items. It's part of the appeal. It's just part of the product, right? With these two packagings, both being from Babyliss, they have actually came pretty much the same design, right? They both have the sleeve that you take off, which is the plastic housing, which exposes the item. I can take it off, which exposes the item in both of them, right? So it's not like you have to dig and get a bunch of stuff, right? So if you know, I like Babyliss packaging. Between Babyliss and Gamma / Stylecraft, and now Caliber has been doing some good things too. I think the packaging has been good. This is it. That's all on the packaging, right? So we're gonna start with the Low Pros. The Low Pros is 164, right? They was released in February. Oh no, they were supposed to be released in February, which we're not even there yet. They were supposed to be released in February, but they actually came earlier, right? Why? I don't know, but thank you, Babyliss, for dropping early, okay? And with this, inside of this, of course, you get the trimmer that we'll get to the machine in a minute. You get the trimmer, charging cable. You also get the oil and stuff. I think some of that has been missing. I've had these for, I won't say a while like that, but I've had them for a little bit, right? So that's what you get in that. But then also with the FX3, you pretty much get the same thing, but my charger is somewhere else. And then of course you get the oil that comes in these different items, you know? So that's the packaging, and that is what's included. Like I said, the FX3 is 164. The FX3 is $159.99. The Low Pros is 154, right? You see, you hear? The Low Pros 164.99. The FX3 is 159.99. If we're going by price, and you're gonna pick your item by how much something costs, that is the difference. But right there, there's not much of a difference. What's that, $5, $6? You can spare, if you're basing your ideal on price, these two products, the pricing doesn't matter whatsoever. All right. So let's go to the build. These are the machines. This is the Low Pro, which you can see has a metal face shield, right, with a plastic backing. Okay. You see the nice design. It's a lot slimmer. The grooves are here. You got the thumb imprint. When you're lining up, you're going down on a beard. And I'll put in a few clips. And as y'all can see, I do have the Gold FX blade. Not because I don't like the DLC2 blade that comes on it. I just swapped it and put it on one of my Gold FXs. So with that being said, let's just talk Babyliss 1 second. Babyliss is my favorite cordless trimmer. These are the only trimmers at the moment that I have on my station besides the corded T-Andis outliner. But then I got Gold FX, DLC, Gold FX on there. But anyway, we're not talking about the other two today. Okay? So that's the build. Okay? It comes with the DL. I put some video of me using it with the original blade, but it comes with the DLC 2.0 version of the blade. And there we go. Here's the sound. Not too bad. When I first got these, I did think I was saying it wasn't too loud, but I did honestly think in the beginning that they were kind of loud. I guess after I've gotten used to them, they don't seem as bad now. All right. So that's the build, metal face, plastic backing. And that's the Low Pro FX. And this is the build of the FX3. A lot slimmer. Got a little, the ergonomical, dip to it. Make sure ain't nobody walking in. Got the ergonomical dip to it, which is fine. So it don't have that imprint, right? But with that bend in the back, it's like your finger places perfectly when you're lining up on a line. Again, going down on the beard, going up against the grain. So that's the build. And it comes with their gold. So this is technically not a Gold FX blade, but it's a gold blade that comes with it, with the black cutting blade there. You can see. And here's the difference. One of the difference between these two as well is the LED indicator, right? So you got the LED light right here just showing you when it's dying or when it's on the charger. This has a LED indicator to show you how long of a battery life that you have left. All right, here's the sound. We're on a full charge now. All right, so sound test between them both. And the Low Pro is a bit louder, but it really don't seem as loud. It seems just like that hum is more of a different pitch to it. So that's the sound. The build, the sound, if you're going off a build, it comes down to a preference, right? Based off the smaller length of it, I've said this before, I'm going with the Low Pro, but this is not bad. It's very nice. It fits nice in your hand. It's slim. Some people will like that. And plus, the FX3 is more of a built. Of course, it's cordless, so you can take it anywhere. But this packaging that comes with the whole FX3 collection is more of a travel kit. It's smaller, it's slimmer, it fits in cases differently. It has its own case where you can buy all that good stuff, right? But nonetheless, so With the low pro, you get 2 hours of runtime, and with the FX3, you get 4 hours of runtime. With the FX3, you get 4 hours of runtime. With the low pro FX, you get 2 hours of runtime. If you're going off of hours, or if you're going off of runtime, that's your bet, right? This is your best bet if you're going off of runtime, build. This is for you, right? Since that blade is not on there, I'm not going to hold it to the screen. But the FX3 blade, the main problem a lot of people had was when you first got the blade, it was sharp. It was just sharp, right? And a lot of people haven't really been able to get it to that right point where you can hit it where it's getting the job done. So either it's too sharp or it's not sharp enough, right? So with this blade, you have to dial it back fresh out the box. You got to dial it back a little bit to get it to really hit like you want it. But with all that being said, it's tough to get it to that sweet spot. And it's almost every time you get it to a sweet spot, it still can be too sharp. And in my opinion, this couldn't be your all-around trimmer. If you only had one trimmer during the day with this blade, now I'm pretty sure if you switch a blade, it can change it. But with this blade on it, it's just seemed too sharp. It seemed like it can't be your all day with kids and sensitive skin. So it can be a nice addition to what you have. All right. And with the low pro, fresh out the box, it comes with that DLC, the 2.0 blade. And it's cool. It's a nice blade, very smooth, but you have to work it in a little bit to really get it to cut the way you want to. All right. So I will throw in a few clips with this blade on this, right? Once you get this set and you done worked it a little bit, it's smooth. I'm talking about it's the best blade to me that they have made besides the FX. I'm talking about between these two. But the Gold FX blade is something totally different, right? But with this DLC blade, it just seems like it takes a little time to get it worked up to where you can cut with it the way that you truly want to. All right. But once you get it going, it's going. I'm talking about it's going, right? So those are your two things. I'm trying to make sure there's nothing else that I want to explain before I tell you my favorite between these two. All right. Now with these two trimmers, right? The FX3, that blade don't bald out as smooth. That's one thing that I don't like about it. The low pro just seems like that motor, that engine, that horsepower just goes through her a little bit better. So with that being said, we do have the FX3 is 7,200 RPM. The low pro is 6,800 RPM, right? This is a brushless motor versus a rotary motor, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. No, they're both brushless. They both are brushless motors. So nothing different there. This has a higher RPM, but this seems like it just got that push to it. You know what I'm saying? I've learned a little while ago that the RPMs are not the main thing that you want to focus on, because I've had clippers that had 10,000 RPM versus other clippers that had 7,200 RPM, but some of them 7,200 RPMs is those clippers just mold through better because of what the motor is, the engine is, what they put inside of it. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. Okay. Break it down real quick. Low Pro, 164, 2 hours of runtime. FX3, 159, 4 hours of runtime. DLC 2.0 blade, their DLC original blade, right? Neither one of these come with a charging dock, but this has one on the way. I haven't heard anything about a charging dock for the FX3. But you can, if you like charging docks, you can get you one. This can, I guess you can get a third party charging dock maybe that might fit this or work for it. But this don't have one. This don't have one yet, but it's coming with one. Okay. This is the blade. This is the design. All right. I feel they both have the 360 degrees of exposed blade, but this one does seem like it's when you're going like under the nose and stuff, it doesn't have that bump here. It just seems like it's more exposed. It can get you through things smoother, right? But anyway, you get 2 hours of runtime with the Low Pro, 4 hours of runtime with the FX3. Okay, they both, once you get them to a nice point, line up very nice. And I know a lot of us are saying that you shouldn't use your trimmer for bulk anyway, but that's just another territory of testing them out. And with that, the Low Pro does go through bulk a little bit more easier, a little bit more smoother. The Low Pro also seems like it would be more durable. This is all plastic machine. This got them, and it does have plastic on the back, that little matte finish, but it does have that metal plate, and I like that design better. All right. All in all, with all that being said, which one do I think you should choose? And people hate when I make these kind of videos because they say I don't tell you which ones to pick, right? But it really comes down to what you want. Now I'm just playing. I say you should get the Low Pro, right? It is a couple dollars more, nothing crazy, but I think you should get the Low Pro. I know the charging, I always complain about runtime, but I like this. This works better for me. It's small enough. If you're going for build, you should go with what fits best in your hand. But I say all around with that DLC blade or the Go to FX blade, this is a better machine. It's gonna go through hair better. It holds up. It's got a little bit more sound to it, but nothing crazy. Nothing crazy at all. So if it was up to me, and I have had people ask me which trimmer they should get. If it was up to me, you should get the Low Pro. And don't worry about the extra dollars that it costs, because you can use my discount code, Reggie10, and save you some money. Whether you're getting the Go to FX, the FX3, or the Low Pro, either one, you can use my discount code, Reggie10, and save you some money. But it was up to me, get the Low Pro. My opinion. All right? For what it's worth. If you like the videos, thumbs up. If you dislike the videos, thumbs down. Comment, like, share, subscribe, stay engaged. And again, we are that close to 5,000 subscribers. So if you haven't made up an account for your grandmother so she can watch me talk about clippers, I suggest you make her an account on YouTube and subscribe your grandmother to my channel. Peace.